It's 31st of August. You know, people say that if something has become more in one place when in another, something will definitely become less. I don't know about others, but this rule works flawlessly for me. What have I got more? I was awarded. Now I'm the owner of a Territorial Defense Shield, the highest award of the Territorial Defense. What has become less? Around the same time that I found out about the award, my laptop finally and completely broke down. I found the master about 800 miles from where I am now. Masters are a big problem now. Everyone is in the army. But he only stated the death of my computer. So again, I ask you for help. Maybe some of you have a not so neat workable MacBook Pro level laptop. The main is it should not be very big, no more than 15 inches and with a large amount of memory. If you have such a thing and ready to give it, please contact my producer Stevie via fighting the Russian beast at gmail.com. If there are no extra laptops but you want to help anyway, go to GoFundMe. We will collect money there for a laptop that will handle large volumes of video. Wait, what video? My listener will ask me. You do podcast. Why do you need videos? So this is for you, my dear listener. I do podcasts, and a significant part of my military service is connected with video, with hours and gigabytes of video. Now I'll tell you. A few days ago, I went out with scouts to no man's land, a strip of territory pitted with shells that separates the positions of the Ukrainian defenders from the positions of the Russian invaders. I had gone on similar sorties with reconnaissance before, but it was in a wooded area. We hid behind the trees and looked out for the enemy, who was also hiding in the forest. Now everything was different. The no man's land there is a huge field delimited by narrow strips of forest plantations. Leaning out from behind the trees means dooming yourself to an almost guaranteed death. But the enemy must be found in order to indicate its coordinates to our artillery, so it would already cover the enemy with fire. This is where drones come to the rescue, ordinary civilian drones, like the ones you take on vacations or give your kids to their birthdays. They can get to the height of hundreds yards, stay in the air for a half an hour, have excellent cameras, and with a little skill can even be turned into bombers by attaching makeshift grenades. But the main task for drone is nevertheless reconnaissance. They look for enemy positions, put marks on the map, return, change batteries, and rise into the air again. And this goes on for hours, many photos and videos. This work, I tell you, is very, very nervous. When you stand on the no man's land, shells and missiles from both the enemy and your guys constantly fly over your head. You hear explosions all the time, sometimes closer, sometimes farther, and you try to guess, did the enemy find your location and is trying to get you, or just someone didn't aim very well and the shell accidentally fell next to you? On one sortie, we found a Russian tank suddenly rolling out of cover 500 yards away, but the tank never found us. We returned from this trip with several hours of video that scouts needed to carefully review and find what we could not see in the field: camouflage vehicles, the new enemy positions, traces from tank tracks on the roads. That's what I need a good laptop for, and of course, in order to continue to make this podcast.